Hello, so the move down here on silver is looking very interesting, and I'm currently tracking 3 different scenarios. So the first pure bullish scenario is counted this as finished WXY here, and then we are looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and looking for continuing the bullish trend. The other possibility is that this is a more sideways correction, so WX ABC into a wave Y to finish wave X, and then a wave Y here, and then we move up, because this is a corrective structure as well. The only pure bearish scenario where we are looking for way lower prices is this one. So 1, 2, 1, 2 of a lower degree, and then 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 5, and so on, looking for way lower prices. So what are the probabilities here? Here, the leading diagonal is in itself a very low probability structure. It is a higher probability that is a corrective structure, but it fits well as a leading diagonal. And the most important part is this. Is this a motive wave or is it a corrective wave? Because if this is a corrective wave, then this has a higher probability of being a leading diagonal. But if this is a motive wave, then this has a lower probability of being a leading diagonal. Then it's a higher probability of being corrective. And if it is a corrective move, then this has the higher probability. So if we zoom in on this move down, is it motive or is it corrective? If we were to count it like an impulse, a motive wave, we need to count it like this. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 into wave 3, and then A, B, C here. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an ending expanding diagonal, which is very uncommon. And then we have WX ABC into a wave Y to finish wave 2. And now we're looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a wave 3 impulse. So this doesn't have the greatest proportions at all. It basically, the time is an issue here, because if you take a look at the time here between wave 2 and wave 4, it is over, it's like 8 fib time, over 6 fib time, so that lowers the probabilities that this is indeed a wave 4. And you need to count it like this, because this is the only way you can fit an impulse here. So this doesn't have the greatest proportions, thus lowering the probabilities that this is an impulse. But you can fit an impulse here, but it's not breaking any rules, it's just breaking guidelines in time. But time is never in a validation. It is just, as I mentioned, it is just guidelines. So if we look then at the other possibility to count this like this, so A, B, C here, a W with a triangle here in wave B, and then we have a bigger triangle, so A, B, C, D, E in a wave X, and now we are looking for a zigzag here for a finishing wave Y, forming a double zigzag like this. So this has way better proportions, even though a triangle in wave X, triangles are quite rare, like 9 and 10%, something like that. But they do occur, and it is a higher probability as of right now that this is the correct count, just because of the time issue here with the impulse, because this is not looking great as an impulse. But as I mentioned, it's not breaking any rules. So if you are a bull, you would like it to move down into this target area here at 68.8 and here at 63.3, because this is a more common target after a leading diagonal. Here you can see that we are stopping here at the 50 fib target, which is not the highest probability target for a retracement after a leading diagonal. So therefore, in order to make this the even higher probability, I would like it to move down over here. And then I am looking for some signs of strength with an impulse of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 retracement, and then this is the higher probability that it's moving up. So yeah, let's see and wait if we get down here to increase the probability that this is a leading diagonal. And also the move up is very important. if we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up, or if we get a 1, 2, 3 move up, then it's a higher probability that this move down is an impulse, even though the time is an issue in the guidelines. So yeah, that is currently what I am looking for. And if we hit this low probability wave 2 target here at 63.225, then this has a low probability of being a wave 2, and this has then a low probability of being a wave 1, meaning that this has a higher probability of being an impulse or a corrective structure, and then we need to look at this, if this is indeed a B wave instead. But a B wave, it is also important to know that a B wave can take out this low without going any further. Then we can have an expanded flat like this and moving up. But one thing at a time, and I am currently just now tracking this. Are we stopping here and then looking for signs of strength with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move retracement? And then it is a higher probability that this was indeed a wave 1 of a leading diagonal. So hope that was helpful to you. At least that is what I am looking for. If you found this analysis helpful, feel free to subscribe. And you can also find Elliott Wave resources at mellantrading.com. I'll see you in the next one.